Introducing the dreaded term theme. Nah, not really. Don't panic, you're in good hands.
Hey guys, welcome to your first flipped video. How's my chin? Good? Okay, so we're going to talk today about term theme. I want to go over the expectations. I want to go over the structure and the format. I'm going to give you your list of topics, and then you're going to have an assignment that will be due the next time that we meet in class. So let's get started.
Okay, so what are the expectations? First of all, you may be asking yourself, why do I have to do this? Well, it's district policy that every junior and senior student complete a term theme for a graduation requirement. 2, college readiness. I know that you guys are, you're seniors, you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about college. You're going to have to write term themes and papers of significant length in college in several classes, not just your English classes. And then this term theme, you guys are going to write it as an AP style essay. So we're going to work on analyzing literature, Heart of Darkness. So it's going to be great practice for all the upcoming essays and for the preparation for the AP exam in May. How long will this take? Well, we're going to spend 1 full week in class. Every day that you come in, you'll grab a laptop, sit at one of the desktop computers, and you're just going to work and get started. You'll use that class time to meet with me, conference with me, ask me any questions that you may have. But your final copy is not due until Thursday, September the 19th. Okay, so let's talk about your topics for a second. I know that you are sitting on the edge of your seat because you are just so excited. So I'm going to give you 4, and you're going to choose one of those. The first one is you are looking for a symbol that represents something from the novel of Heart of Darkness. I want you guys to choose 2 symbols, and you're going to write an essay analyzing how those symbols function in the work and what they reveal about the characters or themes of the work as a whole. So I want you guys to focus on 2, and then you're going to tell me how they function in the story. Okay? The second prompt, one of the strongest human drives seems to be a desire for power. You're going to write an essay in which you discuss how a character in Heart of Darkness struggles to free himself or herself from the power of others, or seeks to gain power over others. So you could talk about, maybe like how Kurtz and Marlowe, or even how the Europeans, how they have power over others, or you could talk about maybe how the natives, or even Kurtz and Marlowe, are struggling to, to free themselves from the power of others. Okay? One quick thing that I didn't say, all of these prompts are taken from some past AP exams. So you are actually, responding to an AP style prompt for your essay. Okay, the third prompt that you could choose talks about setting. So this one, says that many writers use a country or a remote setting to establish values within a work of literature. And then gives you an example that maybe, the setting is a place of virtue and peace, or maybe it's one of like savagery and ignorance. So you're going to talk about how the setting plays a significant role in Heart of Darkness, okay? And then the last prompt that you guys can choose is just working, dealing with the themes. You are going to write a well-organized essay in which you show how a specific death scene helps to illuminate the meaning of the whole, okay, the work as a whole. So you could talk about, Kurtz's death at the end. You could talk about just any of, just the killings of the natives or the slaves throughout the novel, but just how that idea of death, how that really helps illuminate a theme in the book. Okay? Okay, so those are your 4 prompts. You guys will choose one of those. On the class website, on yandelsplace.net, on the English 4 page, I have a research link. You'll click on that link, and I have the document with all 4 of these prompts on there. So if you guys want to, go to that link and look at all 4 of them, and then select the one that you would like to write your term theme on. Okay? All right, moving on. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to plan your term theme. I'm going to give you guys this copy of this outline in class on Monday, and I do not expect you guys to fill this out. For those of you that need that structure, feel free to fill out this form, and then from that you can type your term theme. But for those of you that just need to start writing, then I'm going to give you that option. But I do want each of you to at least look over this outline because it includes everything that you need to include in your paper. This is a template that I found online. It was created by a Mr. Romero from Westlake, California. I actually emailed him to ask if I could use this in class, and he responded yes. So see, everyone, you gotta make sure you always cite the people. You gotta, give credit to where credit's due. So thanks, Mr. Romero. Okay. So anyway, this outline really just does a great job of telling you what you need to include. So we're going to look at it here for a second. You've got your thesis statement, and then you have this box here for point 1, point 2, and point 3. Think of that as like 3 different body paragraphs. Okay, I want you guys to have at least 3 really good paragraphs to defend your thesis statement. He then goes in and talks about like the details. So point 1, what would be your topic sentence? What would be your piece of, I'm deleting some of this stuff. So what would be your topic sentence? Oops. What would be your text evidence from the novel? Right here. And then what would be your evidence from an outside source? I am going to require you guys to use an outside source. We're going to talk about some different databases that we have available for you guys that has some different literary criticism. And not only are you using text evidence from Heart of Darkness, I also want you guys to find some evidence from some different sources that also help you defend your argument for your term theme. And we will talk a little bit more about that next week. So your paper is going to include quotes from Heart of Darkness and then from whatever other outside source citing some literary criticism. Okay? So once you finish the evidence that you want to have in that first body paragraph, you guys would move on to your second point. These examples that Mr. Romero used were examples from Macbeth and Animal Farm. So again, I'm going to hand out a copy on Monday with this exact sheet, and then I'm also going to hand you a blank copy. So you guys, for those of you that want to use it, can fill it in. Okay? But it's basically going to be topic sentence, your argument, your statement, your text evidence from Heart of Darkness, and then whatever evidence you can find from a piece of literary criticism. And that's how you will build your paragraphs for your term theme. Okay, so here's your assignment for Monday. You can either go back to yandelsplace.net to the the English 4 page and then click on the research link and download a copy of the sheet that has all the 4 topics that I went over earlier in this video. Or you could rewind the video back to where I talk about the different essay prompts. Either way, it's up to you. You're going to take out a sheet of paper and you're going to write down the topic that you have chosen, and then you're going to draft your thesis statement. Now, some of you panic about developing, a killer thesis statement. Just draft one. Again, I can't help you if I don't have a starting point. So just write something, write a good sentence, bring it to class. This is what we're going to work on Monday. Okay? Whew, glad that's over. Man, it takes a long time to make these videos. Really hope these kids are, going to use these. I think it's going to be great, but they're probably going to make fun of the way that I say certain words, and I don't know, my chin in a couple of those videos. Oh, what? This is still recording? Oh, awkward.